Good evening, good afternoon. I'm appealing to the world leaders to help Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe has been in trouble for 4 decades. We didn't have any government since Ian Smith left in 1980. We didn't have any government. Mugabe was a criminal. He was talking about the land issue and those farms he captured. They all belong to him. He was talking land issue, land at the same time, chasing away the owners of those farms and take those farms to himself. We never had a clean government. At the same time, he was corrupt. He was corrupt. He was stealing everything. Now, after him today, we've got a worse than Mugabe, a leader who was involved in mass killings, a leader who doesn't know where he's coming from or where he's going, a leader who's got bad human rights records. He killed a lot of people. He calls for the elections, right? But at the same time, he was forming a group of people to terrorize the population, to force the population way to vote. That's what he did. Still, he lost those elections. And he announced the numbers at night when everyone was in bed. Night time. Today, Sadak told us that your elections were not proper elections. These elections were rigged. It's Sadak who said that to the people of Zimbabwe. Now, since Sadak said that, we thought this current president is just a caretaker because he didn't win the elections. Sadak knows that. The whole world knows that. But now, it seems like Sadak, they are not doing anything about it. He is calling himself a president, but he didn't win the elections. How can he be called a president or to give him a chairmanship for Sadak when he didn't win the elections? Right? At the same time as we are talking now, the economical situation in Zimbabwe is so bad. Things have gone wrong since Mugabe was alive, as you know. There's nothing in Zimbabwe working right now. My people, my own people are dying in thousands because there's no... The medical situation, the whole health system has collapsed. People are dying in corridors in Zimbabwe. There's no medication, there's no drugs. Major hospitals, they've got no drugs. major hospitals in the country, they've got no medication. The people are dying. There's no food on top of it because there's drought in Zimbabwe. There's drought. You know, the rains are not coming normal time now because of the climate change. So most of the people, they didn't grow anything because the rains didn't come. So people are starving as I am talking right now in Zimbabwe. So we are appealing to those governments to help us. The first thing we are asking for SADC to tell these men to have new fresh elections in Zimbabwe. That's what we need. We need new fresh elections in Zimbabwe so that people can vote freely. Then we can have a new government. Because this government, which is claiming to be a government, is not a government. They've destroyed everything. Every infrastructure has been destroyed by these people. There's no services for the people. Let me put it in that way. There's no service for the people. The electricity they started shedding the electricity 3 decades ago. Up to now, there's a load shedding for electricity in Zimbabwe. There's no road without potholes. The most majority of the roads in Zimbabwe are potholes everywhere you go, the whole country. He is trying to cover that up by doing short space of roads where the delegates are going to be living. But the truth is, in Zimbabwe, the whole country has collapsed. The people in Zimbabwe are dying now at the age of 35 because of they are just surviving on 50p a day. They are just eating 1 meal a day because of poor governance, too much corruption, all those things. So we are appealing to especially to the British government to help us. The people are dying in Zimbabwe, and this SADC group, we don't know what they are going to do. They know that Mnangagwa is not the president of that country. They know it. But we don't know what they are going to do about it. At the same time, thousands of women, pregnant women, are dying in Zimbabwe in hospitals. We are saying, help us. This is the right time for any government in the world to help Zimbabweans. They've been suffering for a long time. These people, they talk politics, they say whatever they say. But the truth is, they destroyed their own economies. That's why you see so many refugees, especially Zimbabweans, are running away because there's no jobs. There's no jobs in Zimbabwe. These people, they just talk and talk and talk. Right now, there are thousands and thousands of people who are being deported in South Africa, going back to Zimbabwe. We don't know what they are going to get in Zimbabwe because there's no food. There's no jobs. This Mnangagwa, he is a joke. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He is busy arresting he is committing new crimes right now because he is arresting innocent people. He is scared of his own people. He is arresting them for no reason, just because he thinks that these people are going to protest when these delegates comes to Zimbabwe, he's not sure about his own people, what they are going to do. It shows that he steals the elections. He is not the president of that country. Those are the signs of someone who grabs power by force. That's what he did. He grabbed the power by force. He didn't win this idiot. We are appealing to everyone to help Zimbabweans. They've suffered for a long time. There's nothing as I'm talking right now in Zimbabwe because of him. There's no jobs, there's no medication, the people are suffering. Majority of the people, they live in the rural areas, there's no food there. I want the world to know that we have been talking about this for years now. Nothing is changing in Zimbabwe. We need your help to help us. The people of Zimbabwe have been suffering all these years. 90% of the people who are working in Zimbabwe, they are working in foreign countries because of policies of this ZANU PF. They destroyed everything. They don't want to tell the truth. All what they do, they lie.